Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces December 9, 2021. You would avoid opposing the worst things that have happened in these last days, savor the infinite possibilities that surround your path. If something is important to you, don't hesitate to make things happen with your thinking. It is a good time for the moon to avoid storms in your walk. Rejoice for the good news. You do not always have to be consistent with those who are hostile. That is why you should be happy when locating that it would not be worth arguing. Save the anguish for later. You may have cared too much for a person you appreciate. Feel an improvement. Now you have infinite possibilities to help him and see that everything is put in well-being for that person with the energy of the trine between the moon and Jupiter. If you use computers and the internet, today you will spend many hours looking at an incredible screen. You may be writing or designing a website or animation. Whatever it is, you probably find it remarkably superior to what you usually produce. Your intellect unites with your intuition, producing inspiration and insight. Take advantage of this now, and you can develop new and lasting skills. This day, you will have easier relationships with interesting people. There is innovation in the air. Breathe more widely. This will help you find the calm that is essential for the changes you are putting in place. The ambient climate pushes you to move forward, to move away from difficulties, to step out of your established framework, and to let go. Now is the time to share your desires, your ideas, and enjoy the joys of life. By nitpicking one organization, you can complicate your dealings with others. You see it differently, but by accepting different approaches, relationships are much better. You are then appreciated at your fair value. No matter what you are going through, you would not have to spend it alone. There would always be someone who appreciates you and who cares about you. Now is the time to live fully. No matter what you decide, it is better to live fully than worried. Today you could become the center of attention. You will look and feel great. That feeling of confidence will attract people to your side. If you are trying to sell a product or promote your services, it will be very easy. You can also receive unexpected attention in your love life. You may discover that a simple acquaintance is a secret admirer. You will have to decide how to handle that situation. You've got your back, literally. Abused at work, misunderstood in the family, your lower back will suffer. The presence of Venus in your sky makes you particularly sensitive to back problems. Start by adopting the right reflexes, by not carrying heavy loads and avoiding bending over. Avoid practicing violent sports. Prefer to put on a swimsuit to do a few lengths in the backstroke at the pool. And if you don't like water, consider yoga. You would recover from an endless crisis that has been a difficulty in your life. Nothing happens to you without reason. Now you have made important changes so that you have prosperity in front of you. You would be at a good time to choose what is most convenient for you. The sadness would go away, and now you would have a deep joy for having everything available to you. There is no doubt, this has been going on for a long time. But today the change that you waited for so long is likely to happen. The enormity of the change won't be obvious, at least at first. But after a while, you will look back at current events and see how important they were. Focus on yourself today, and take any fascinating opportunity that comes along. Punctuality is everything if you are hoping to do a profitable business these days. Your partners are particularly procedural, and this may annoy you, but derogatory remarks will not help negotiations. Take a step back from this situation. You have to take into account your interlocutors, who could interpret your confidence as the manifestation of a galloping ambition. We greatly appreciate your initiatives, and your views, although firmly anchored in reality, are inspired and appealing. Would you remove the word sadness from you? It is time to stop insisting on what was not. None of this was your fault. Learn to feel that some things are not always ideal, so you would let your past stay where it should. Everything would be much better thanks to your strength and the waning moon. You are romantic by nature, but today you probably think more in terms of physical passion than idealized romance. You will be particularly concerned about your appearance, and you may want to go to a professional makeup artist or buy some new clothes. At this time, the blue and lavender colors could be particularly attractive, but don't forget to add some red for the passion. Lick your crush and have a fun night. Good things come to those who wait for. Do not rush things, you must reckon with a weak partner, steeped in fears and uncertainties. Well aspect Venus will give you the resources to show patience and understanding. Let the other come to you, he will do it at his own pace and according to his own methods. Single, you know how to be particularly attentive. However, be careful not to become the confidant of the person you want. Become your best version. It does not matter if you have competition, it is better to stay in it because you would make sure you feel that you have enough talent to stand out from all of them. You have the same opportunities as everyone, it is a question of knowing if what you want is the path you are taking or if it should be changed. The transit of the signs would make you realize it. Today will be the last push you give yourself to complete an important project for which you have been working for a long time. It can be professional or sentimental, but in any case, changes are coming, so be prepared. Do not be surprised and recharge your batteries so that you can count on all your capacities and energy to give yourself the most and succeed. You can and you know it. Good luck. Job seekers might be presented with an opportunity they hadn't thought of. This may be the time to review your claims and consider why not a total professional reorientation. The natives of the sign already exercising an activity will be likely to be confronted with an important choice for the development of their career. The proximity of Uranus to your heaven indeed foreshadows rather favorable prospects that you will have to consider carefully. You find it difficult to provide for all of your family's romantic needs. One asks for help reviewing a lesson, the other asks for a hug. You don't know where to turn. Take a few moments to breathe and you will find lasting solutions to meet their different expectations. Try not to get overwhelmed with anger, it never gets you anywhere. If you doubt your abilities, ask those around you for advice, whether it is your parents, your spouse, or even your friends.